It's really an investigation of essence prior to existence, which means that there is the existence of you and me, of objects that we make, even songs and phenomena that we create. But I believe that the essence of those things are already in existence before we are, and that we, as natural human beings, we uncover these things. And I call them archetypes. The best example, I think, is a song. You know, a decent song is something that we can't get out of our heads sometimes. And it speaks to us. And for me, a decent song brings on a transcendence and perhaps healing. So I like to think of my work as physical objects, almost like physical songs, that they are familiar and they might provide a platform for people to transcend and perhaps even heal. I'm an object maker. You know, I make physical things. So I cut paper with a laser. I use a CNC laser that actually removes negative space in a composition. And then I stack these layers of cut paper and create this overall composition that's really about space. So I work in layers and I start from my sketchbook. I draw these compositions. They're based on fractals that they're really something that we all are familiar with, yet perhaps we've never seen. I'm very old school. I draw every curve. I make every decision on how this paper is going to layer, conceal, or reveal color. So in that, it's a slow process, and it's a very meditative process. So I'm so happy to have the work out in the world, especially in a public space like an embassy. It's wonderful. It took about a month to make, and it was made with about 4 other compositions, and they were all based on atoms. I was working with a team of scientists at Virginia Tech, and we were charged with the investigation of chromatin architecture. For my colleagues, this is their field, and they brought in an artist because their scientific research is steeped in complexity and a lot of theory, a lot of the unknown. And they thought it would be interesting to bring an artist on board who also works with complexity and, to a certain degree, the unknown. And it was super fun because I was the creative person in the room. So speaking with a biophysicist, you know, most of the conversation is way over my head, but I could ask some very obvious questions about physical structures and theories about how chromatin of a DNA functions and why there's a dynamic response to any number of environmental influences. So the artwork that I created from that series, it led to some interesting fractals that were taken from DNA, both from human DNA and fruit fly DNA. People ask me, you know, where do you get the patience to do what you do? And it's truly about, it's like I'm an archaeologist. You know, I'm uncovering something that seems like it needs to be in the world, and that gets me excited. So I really go to the ends of the earth to make these things happen. And it happens to work right now with tools such as a laser and a computer, but really it's about trying to get these compositions looking the way I think they're supposed to be in the world.